Ayo, what's up and welcome. I am the one and only West Coast King, and today is the sporting vlog to end all Seattle sporting vlogs. You see the hat, you see the shirt, you know where we're going. We're off to Seattle today to see the Sounders. They're taking on the LA Galaxy at CenturyLink Field. But before that, we have another Seattle v LA game going down across the street at Safeco Field. The Mariners are playing the Angels, and we're going to that one as well. So it's a 2 times hashtag beat LA kind of a day. It's going to be a lot of fun, so let's get this thing rolling. Now, scarf selection is a very, very important part of your match day kit for going to the Sounders game. Which one of these beauties am I going to take with me today? It's a tough decision. They're all so damn beautiful. I love this brand new sky of blue one my sister just got me for my birthday. But you know what? I think we're going to have to go with that bad boy right up there. Yeah, MLS Cup chip. Let's go with that scarf. I haven't worn that scarf to a game yet, actually. So let's throw that one in the bag. Now, on top of that, it is now September in Seattle, so we also got to have the ponchos. My sister said maybe might be raining in Seattle, so it's always a good chance. So we'll throw those in the bag as well. Got the beautiful blue track jacket right there. And the one thing I forgot, I went to the Sounders game last weekend against Portland, and we didn't beat them. We actually drew with Portland, which when you draw at home against your biggest rival, especially when it's Portland v Seattle, it's basically a loss. And you know what? I take a little bit of blame for that. The one thing I forgot last weekend, and I don't know how I did this, but I forgot my damn Sounders socks. I wear the Sounders socks to every big home game. I can't believe I forgot the socks. It's my fault. It's my fault we didn't beat them. Seattle, I take full blame for that. I put a hex on the whole damn thing. And the last thing we're going to need is not that one. It's not that one. Is it this one? Nope, that is a dope hat, though. I got that last game. Where is it at? Oh, shit, it fell. It fell on the ground. I got it. Wait, it's got it. There it is. Gotta have something to wear to the Mariners game. Can't show up wearing the all-rave green. Gotta show the Mariners a little love as well. Now, there is one thing that I was sort of unsure about whether I should bring or not. It's kind of a childhood thing, but I'm debating whether or not I'm actually going to bring it. I told my brother that Nelson Cruz is going to hit a home run in the 5th inning. I'm sitting in left field. Do I bring my old first baseman's glove? I mean, it's the only glove I got. Do I bring my glove to the game? Oh, as a kid, you always brought your glove. You always brought it, but you know what? We're a man now. We got to leave the... That was unfortunate. We won't talk about that. You know what? I can't do it. Yeah, I'm a man now. If Nelson Cruz does hit his home run in the 5th inning, like I'm predicting, I'll catch the damn thing with my bare hands. Let's just go. Alright, so I guess something I don't usually do in these vlogs is a bit of a car vlog, you know, on the way there. So I kind of want to talk about the Mariners a little bit, because the Mariners, I think if you've been around my channel for a little while, you know that I'm an Atlanta Braves fan, and one of my favorite games I've ever been to of any sport was I got to go to see the Atlanta Braves at Turner Field in Atlanta a couple summers ago. That was unbelievable for me. I loved every second of that. Doing the chop at Turner Field, as a Braves fan, there's no greater feeling than that. But the Seattle Mariners are the first ever sports team that I really watched routinely and honestly became a fan of, and I absolutely fell in love with the Seattle Mariners in the early 90s, and what I would say is the glory days of Seattle Mariners. I still say that 95 team was the best team that the Mariners have ever put on the field. I know the 2001 Mariners set a record for most wins in a single season, you know, with Ichiro and Brett Boone and all of them, but that 95 team with Griffey and Edgar and Buhner and just the great players of Seattle Mariners history on that team, that's still my favorite team. And honestly, it's the first team, like I said, I've ever fell in love with. And while the Sounders are my #1 sports team across any sport right now, is the Seattle Sounders, the Mariners are my first team. So it's kind of like my love right now meets my first love today. So it's a really good day for me. But I've always loved. I say I'm a Braves fan, but I've always had love for the Seattle Mariners. And this is kind of like a journey to kind of reconnect with that. I've kind of fallen off. Baseball was my first love growing up. It was my first sport I ever played. I played it for years and years and years, and I've kind of gotten a little bit of a disconnect with baseball recently. So this is kind of like the first step going to the Mariners. It's the first Mariners game I've gone to in a long time. Years and years and years and years. So this is kind of the first step for me to not only reconnect with the Mariners, but baseball in general, because I've really kind of fallen off and I kind of miss it a little bit. So I'm really excited to go to a Mariners game again finally, and I think it might not be raining for that. Hopefully they have the roof open at Safeco, because that would be beautiful. I don't know, man. It's a good day. It's a really good day. I love the Mariners. I love going to see the Mariners play. So 2.5 hours and 150 miles later, we've made it to Mill Creek, which is about a half hour north of Seattle-ish, give or take. Here to get my sister and her boyfriend. I'm going with them to the games today. So we're gonna pick them up and then we're headed off to Seattle. Alright, so we made it to the game. A little bit late, honestly. We're a little bit late. I mean, bottom of the fourth inning. But you know what? It's a beautiful day outside. No rain at all whatsoever. And Hannigan flew out to Mike Trout in center field. That's a call. I almost hit a home run. That's okay. I'm telling you though, Nelson Cruz is going to hit a home run today. I'm going to catch it. I'm going to sit back and enjoy the beautiful baseball weather in Seattle. And look at this view. This is beautiful. Overlooking left field. Fantastic. That's the Mariners bullpen right down there. Beautiful seats, baby. Beautiful. Unfortunately, we're not winning anymore, but it's still a good day. He's gonna hit one. He has to hit one this inning. Come on, Nelson. Well, take a base hit. We'll take the base hit. All right. It's the bottom of the 8th. We're down 5-2. We got the top of the lineup coming up. 6 outs to play with. We got this. We're good. We're good. We still come back and win this game. Yes, Segura! See, that's what I'm talking about. Home run, baby. Only down 2. And we still got 6 outs to play with. What'd I say? There's still plenty of time. Come on, boys. Bottom of the 9th. We're still down 2. We got the rally caps on, boys. Come on, we can do this. Come on, Kyle Seager. We're down to the last out. Boy, gamble. Gamble. Gamble! Miss it, Trout! Oh. Trout didn't miss it.
That's it.
We lost. We gave it a good ride, but yeah, Mike Trout's just a little bit good, so yeah. Well, we lost 5-3, but there's always the Sounders game. We can still turn this day around. Well, that is new. I didn't see that statue of Griffey before. That is beautiful. Look at that. So a quick jog back to the car to change for the Sounders game, and we are now at the march to the match. One more chance. The Seahawks lost today. The Mariners lost today. This is our last chance for a Seattle win. We can do this. I believe we're going to beat the Galaxy. So, change of plans regarding the march today. There is no march. There's some kind of a design thing going on in the park. So there's not really any place to do a march today, which kind of sucks. Plus, I think we got in a little bit of trouble for the smoke bombs you may have seen in some of the other videos. Apparently those are illegal in the city, so no more smoke bombs and no march today. So we're just casually walking to the match, which is different. So here we are at the stadium now, and food was acquired, good decisions were made. The classic garlic fries, and
exit down the nearest stairwell or ramp. Sections 229 through 241. Proceed up the stairs through.
All right, we're at halftime here. Sounders are still down 1-0. Zardes scored one. Morris had one called back for offsides. The Sounders have attacked really, really well. Just haven't gotten the goal yet. I mean, Morris had one, but he got it called back. So, I mean, we're still doing good. I think it's still a lot of time left. Got the whole second half. I still feel Sounders win coming up here. Nagel scores! Equalized in the 85th minute! Oh, how you feel? Our sister hates Lamar Nagel for some reason. I love Lamar Nagel. Yes, Nagel! That's game over.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of tonight's match with the final score. LA Galaxy 1 and Seattle.
So, after that, I pretty much didn't film anything the rest of the night, and it's actually 11:30 the following night now as I'm editing this. I didn't even go home last night. I just stayed at my sister's place and came back this morning. I was absolutely exhausted after that day. I mean, I got up at like 6:30 in the morning to go over to Seattle. Then I was out all day, you know, in the sun and the excitement of the games and everything. I was so freaking tired. But the one thing I kind of wanted to talk about for the Sounders game was at the end of that thing. The one thing I didn't get on film was the anger, the absolute disdain that entire stadium felt towards that referee. That referee was absolutely abysmal. The last two games at CenturyLink Field against the Timbers and now against the Galaxy, we've gotten Mark Geiger against Portland, and we got somebody sent off at the end of that game in like the last minute. And in this game, I can't remember, I think it was Elfath was the referee for this one, or at least he was scheduled to be. And we got another player sent off, Roman Torres. That red card for Torres was an absolute shit show. I mean, the entire second half was just disgusting. It was absolutely awful. The referee was horrible. His assistant referees weren't any better. I mean, it was absolutely just a disgrace. But, I mean, given those circumstances, I guess we'll take the point. I mean, that's 12 unbeaten now in a row for Seattle, but that's 2 in a row where they haven't gotten the win at home. Last week against a very good Portland team, I kind of want to give them a pass for that. However, that's Portland. You got to beat Portland at home. You can't, just like Portland has to beat us at Providence Park, when they come to CenturyLink, you have to beat Portland. So I really can't give them a pass on that. And this week against the LA Galaxy, there's no excuse. We should have beaten the LA Galaxy hands down. I mean, like I said, no excuses there. Coming in, the LA Galaxy in their last 11 games had 1 win, 1 draw, and 9 losses, and we let them get out of CenturyLink with a point. That's inexcusable. For a team like us that is looking to not only make the playoffs, and there's like a 98% chance that we're going to make the playoffs, but we want to lock down that number 1 seed as well, that's not good enough. We definitely have to play better. As for the Mariners, they still have a chance to make the playoffs as well. I think after yesterday, they were 3 games back still of the last wild card spot. I think a lot of teams ahead of them also lost, but the Angels won. They're one of the teams that we kind of need to beat, so that wasn't too good. But there's still a good chance, well, not a good chance, but there's a chance that the Mariners could make the playoffs as well, but their remaining schedule is going to be very, very tough. I know they still have to play Houston again. They're the best team in the American League, and I think they have to play Texas a couple of times, either once or twice. So, yeah, it's not going to be an easy road for them either. So that is going to do it for this one. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, if I go to some more Sounders games or maybe some more Mariners games, let me know in the comments below. I do appreciate the support. And again, I'm not a vlogger, so this whole thing is still different. You know, it's very different vlogging than just sitting down and doing videos like this. This I got. You know, I can do this. I'm very well practiced at this now. Vlogging is a completely different experience and just different scenarios. So I appreciate the support, and I will catch you guys next time. See ya.